Hello everyone, I am SoulFire, and today I had the thought that I wanted to build a spaceship like you'll see in Star Wars, where the cockpit holds still, but the wings rotate around it, essentially creating the banking without actually rotating the cockpit, and it makes them way easier to fly in first person, and they look really cool. So I thought I'd hop into the space sector and give it a try. So I think we should go give it a shot. So my first self-rule, I guess we'll call it, the first rule I'm imposing on myself is that I can't copy a design from anything. So like I don't want to copy the design from Star Wars, even though it is Star Wars inspired. I'm not building a spaceship from Star Wars. I'm building something inspired by it. So what I build has to, not be directly from Star Wars. Secondly, it has to be like the center cannot move at all. If it wiggles a little bit when I'm changing, then okay, but I have to be able to make the thing fully functioning and rotating and all that without the central fuselage moving at all. Okay, so I've made some like thrust chamber type things. Essentially, I filled them with thrusters, just nothing but space thrusters on the inside. And I'm gonna have these attached to the wings so that there's more mass on the wings than in the middle, and that should allow the outside to move easier, I hope. But on the other hand, it could be that the wings need to be as light as possible to not move the outside. I don't know how this is going to go yet, but this is what I have so far. So now I have a wing shape. It's absolutely gigantic, and I'll probably need to bring it down a bit, because I don't even know where I'm going to connect it either. So, yeah. This is... It'll be interesting. So I had to completely rework the wings because of this issue I noticed with the rotating servo, which I'm going to be using. So the wings have to be able to spin in a 360-degree radius around the build, and this is a 2-block thick servo, not 1 block, so the wings have to be 2 blocks. So I had to completely redesign the wings so that they would actually fit this thing. So, yay! But now I have to figure out how to shape the body around the wings, because I built the wings first, so now the body has to go in between, which is not, but it's not bad. I chose to do it this way on purpose, just because I thought it'd be easier. And I'm about to see how right or wrong I was, so... Yay. So I got the basic functionality down. Wings rotate. It's not too fast. I do have pitch control. That's actually a bit too sensitive, but the pitch is relative to the wing position, so that we're pitching that way. Pitching that way is essentially how it works. And then I do have yaw control. That is relative to the fuselage itself. So if I'm flying and I do this and I pitch, I can correct it, and I can micromanage using the thing using the yaw. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep up with that theme here. But that is another issue I seem to be having, is if I rotate, that drastic downward pitch. Well, it's not there anymore, but there it is, that. I have to figure out how to fix that somehow. I don't know. I just discovered another issue. If I pitch up. If I flip over, the gyros immediately try to reroute this, and they try to point me up again, which is a really big problem that I didn't think about. Because now I have to somehow make it so that I can fly upside down without getting hugely disrupted. That's what the issue is. Okay, so now I rotate, and then they come back on. And the wings are in charge. Okay. I solved that problem. Okay. Stupid. Alright, time to test to make sure it does not implode. It does not implode. That is wonderful. Oh, that is so cool. And I can trim it just like I'm used to, as long as I know the positioning of the wings. There's a hair on my screen. Oh! Woo! Hello, aerodynamics. Okay, so it treats me like a plate. Oh! I guess that's what I am. I forgot about this particular issue. Right. Wait. Oh, the wing's on upside down. That's why my stuff is inverted. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's figure out how to make this not treat me like a plate. Okay, well, dampen didn't seem to do anything. We are and forever will be a space plate. Okay, time to land the space plate. And just see if we can go in without dying immediately. 70 miles per hour? It's a bit coming in a little bit fast to the hangar bay. If we could go down a bit, that'd be much appreciated. Actually, that's perfect. And the brakes, the brakes, the brakes, the brakes, the brakes, please, brakes. Okay, there's brakes. I think that's the entire spaceship. I'm pretty sure that's everything I'm gonna want and need. I also want to add landing gear. Oh. No, I don't need to screw this up. I'll leave it. It works now, so I'm not gonna play with fire. Okay, the weld groups worked somehow. Now it's just time to paint it up, and I guess we'll see what color scheme suits it best. So I gave it this decal job, and now I think it looks pretty freaking sweet. It went from a gray space plate to a weaponized and still doesn't work in atmosphere space plate. But hey, at least it looks cool. I went with this fiery color scheme, and I think it looks pretty neat. My original intention was for it to be like the colors of the Jedi Order at the time, just because like it was inspired by Star Wars initially. That failed miserably, and while it is still technically their colors of orange and yellow with the red that was supposed to be the ship that inspired it, it really doesn't look like it. It looks like a fiery color scheme, so hey, that's what I'm going with. So, I'm gonna name it as the Space Plate, because I couldn't think of what else to name it, and that actually seemed to fit perfectly, since I had called it that by accident like 7 times. So, we just take off into space. Let's see, I've got yellow quantum trails now, and these orange looking, no transmission! Okay, we're good, we didn't get a message. Okay, so we've got these orange lasers, right? And then, let's just stop them. Here we go. So if we start flying this way, I can show you we now have fully rotating wings, and the cockpit does move more than I wanted it to, and actually I can fix that right quick. Okay, so I fixed it a bit, it moves less now. I don't seem to be able to get rid of it fully for some reason. So, yep, we'll just keep it. So yeah, we've got our roll, right? I can roll either direction. We've got our yaw, because what plate can't turn on a dime? Come on, this is must-haves. My plate has to be able to turn on a dime. Otherwise, that makes it a rather useless plate, right? And then I do also have pitch, and when I get upside down, the stabilizers disable, so it doesn't flip the cockpit back over immediately. But if I do this, then it does a whole weird self-righting sequence, and then it's back on top. But hey, it worked out, and it's Trailmakers, so I'm not going to complain. I will just count my blessings and take what I can get. So if you like the space plate, then please comment down below and let me know what you think of this, and if I should do a miniaturized fighter version that actually works when I enter an atmosphere. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in whatever the heck I make next.